Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. That sounds like somebody, doesn't it? Probably not. I don't know. I'm going to look at the chat and see what's going on over there. Waiting for some people to join me. Doing okay. I got my packages packaged up. I had a little issue with my flat rate padded. I got a little mad, so I took a little out on this flat rate envelope, padded envelope. But I was putting something in, and the oh, durr. I guess you probably need a link, huh? Let me do that. Yeah, look, like the side like blew out, and it wasn't even full. That was crazy. All right. Yeah, I was wondering why I had no visitors, and that would be right. Why? Because I didn't send the link to anyone. So let me do that. Sorry, Sally. Oh, just count me out today. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am doing okay. Maybe. Yeah, I'm all right. Let's see here. Let's get that to Sally so we can make sure that we have some visitors today. So we have some people that comes in, and I don't have to bore you with all my crazy detailed life. See if there's anyone else. Looks like everything's okay. Can y'all hear me? That would be the other question. Oh, Grandma Magic Classics. That sounds awesome. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
I was like,
it's okay, you forgot about us.
I was like, I didn't do it on purpose. I was like, well, everybody needs to wake up already. Come on now. Get in here. These people don't want to hear all about me.
We were awake, wondering what the hell is going on.
Valerie, don't,
like, well, I guess you want to be solo today.
Valerie don't love us no more. Sorry about that, guys.
She has hit the big time. She don't need us anymore.
Jeez.
I can see me, but not your sister. You need your sister.
I do. That's a definite. How you doing, Sally?
Yeah, all right. I've been up all night.
Well, that's not a surprise, really. You usually stay up all night, especially because you. What time did you get home last night?
A little after 1.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't go until started donuts at 10:15.
Oh wow!
Must have made a lot of donuts.
Oh, I always do about 100 and 120, 150.
Wow. That's a lot of donuts.
Yep.
Okay. Beth says she almost has all the Secret Santa emails sent out, so check your emails. Okay, I need to do that.
Are you on the right account, Nikki?
Yeah, why?
Because they say that your square says Nicole. Is that what it usually says?
That's what it's been saying.
Mm.
I don't know
Well,
if
that's
that's
my
what it's
name.
supposed to say, but I know.
Well, duh. But it used to say poplar picker.
I was like, well, what else is it supposed to say other than my name?
Mm.
I don't know.
That's my name, no word out.
Did you know what I did last night, Sally? I found these
What?
circus. We were Googling. I was Googling my maiden name.
Mm.
I have a maiden name. I don't know if I've ever told you my maiden name, but anyways, I have a maiden name that is not very. The only people that would have this name is my family. It's
Okay.
not popular. Anyways, um, so I was Googling my maiden name, and I saw these people who are jugglers, and one of them had one of the names was my last maiden name, and so I was like, well, she must be a relative. She was, it's either she or he. I don't know which is which, because it was my maiden name and then the other person's name. Well, anyways, so I messaged them on Facebook and said, "Hi, I noticed that you have, or I noticed that, is that your last name? And it is mine. And most people that have this name, I'm related to. So I just
Want to
say
know if you're
hi."
really? Want if you're? Want to know if you're? Are you related to me? And I didn't know it.
They're carnival people. They're jugglers. They're circus freaks.
Oh my gosh, lobster people.
So yeah, lobster people. That was funny. I was like,
Oh my God, Bella, you're awful.
no, I said it. And she goes, maybe they're lobster people, or at least they're not lobster people. And I thought she said lobster. And then I was like, maybe she said mobster because I'm Italian, you know? I was like, oh yeah, haha, mobster. Like, and she's like, did I come through and you said lobster? And she goes, I did. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh no. Really? Really? They said they're lobster people?
No, that was Sarah that said that. She goes,
Oh.
not lobster people. I haven't gotten the message back. I don't know, they probably think I'm a freak.
Oh my God.
But then I
What do you
told
have?
Nikki,
I'm like, do you think it was
you're a little bit scratchy, so that's probably one of the reason why she couldn't understand.
I don't know, scratchy. Is that better?
Yeah.
For the
Okay.
moment,
So anyways, I told
just don't.
Tara, I said, I forgot what I said. Oh, I said, do you think it was weird of me to do that? I said, what am I talking about? These are carnival people. Why am I worried about being weird?
Right. 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 That's just like
Am I-
you.
What?
I said that's just like you to be worried about what carnival freaks think of you.
I was thinking I should ask my dad today because maybe they are part of the family because we have some cousins out there in California. So so maybe they are just relatives. I don't know. Anyways, but if they are, great. I'll meet some new relatives.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But I actually messaged them, so I might look like a freak because I actually messaged them with my Poplar Picker account instead of my regular account.
Mm.
So they might think I'm nuts.
Nah,
Oh,
you'll
well,
be
good.
fine. You'll
That's
be
good.
fine.
Maybe I'll meet some new relatives.
There you go. Your long
So
lost cousins.
My long-lost circus freak cousins.
Shit, I wish I had some circus freak cousins. I'm jealous.
Oh
No,
my
they look like
gosh.
they look like decent people. They look nice. They don't they don't look like weirdos. So I'm sure they're fine. But it was just funny how I got down that rabbit hole and
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was crazy.
then there's this company that said that they would find records on me and so I clicked on it and obviously I figured it was a pay site.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it took like, God, Valerie, it must have taken, what, a half hour for them to get all my records
Oh
together, or
yeah,
so they were
it was
doing it.
crazy.
I says, with my luck, they're probably putting viruses on my computer. They're like, we're checking for sexual records, sexual misconduct records, we're looking for this record, that record. And then they said that they found like four convictions records on me. I'm like, four? I've only been arrested once. And that was like stupid.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where four came from. But anyways, they ended up wanting me to pay like $23 a month. I was like, I know what I've done in life. My records aren't worth $23 a month.
Right.
So I just left it at that.
Oh my
And then
god.
Gosh.
I come up with like four arrest records. I was like, well, that must not be me because I've not been arrested 4 times.
Right,
I
right.
was arrested once, and I told you all about that fine that I got to end up going though for my record.
Yeah.
Not that exciting.
Who was it that said that? Megan says, well, Nikki may be a gypsy. She is always in her car. That is true.
I could pass as a circus freak.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Megan.
You guys are funny. Funny.
I got Jonah in here last night and made him take pictures for me.
Well, good. About time you start cracking that whip.
I know.
Whoosh.
So I've been listing stuff. I've already got about 6 up today.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, if you didn't hear, and if anybody is, and I don't know if anybody's interested or not, but that never stopped us before. So,
Right.
So Nikki's Listed or Ditch It show.
Mm-hmm.
I was on there on Tuesday, and we had about 18 or 19 things. Well, I got all of those listed last night.
Awesome. Good job.
So those are live and being looked at and ready to sell.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
ready for somebody to buy. So if you're interested, go buy something.
mm-hmm.
Go buy some boots, ski boots.
Yeah, go buy some boots. You would love those.
I seen those boots.
They're so ugly, they're cute.
And they are so heavy. I mean, they kind of remind you. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it is. It has Sylvester Stallone.
Ooh.
And he goes. I think he's in prison. He's like a.
Lockup.
Is it Lockup?
Yep.
Okay. Where
That's
they
when he was in prison.
Yeah, like where they have the steel boots.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Was that Lockup? No.
I don't know. I think it was like more in the future, like a futuristic type of video. But,
Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was. And so those boots kind of remind me of that because they're so heavy.
Yeah.
It's like, how could you even move in? I mean, I think I would just sink down into the snow. I wouldn't be going over the snow because they're so heavy, but
Yeah.
oh, that's good, Megan. I'm glad you got those up and ready to sell. She got the walkie-talkies up.
Oh, good.
Good.
I got somebody good for Secret Santa.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You got me?
I'm not telling.
You're not telling?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that sucks.
Secret.
Hence the name, huh? Funny. Yeah, I got someone good too.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Yeah, so I only had 2 sales yesterday. Actually, I had 1 sale yesterday, and I had 1 sale this morning. So
I didn't get an
I
email. I wonder if I forgot to email her. Oh well. Guess I won't.
I sold a coffee cup.
well, that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I sold a tractor manual and a Bible last night. Woke me up out of a dead sleep last night. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And then I woke up and I saw it and I went back to sleep. All of a sudden, cha-ching, cha-ching. I was like, oh my God. I gotta stop sleeping with my phone by my head.
Hank says, I can't wait to see how many chocolate boxes of Dick's Fishing and Picking gets.
What a beautiful rig. I want one of those.
Anissa says, no sales for me because no listing for me. That's just how that works. Yep, that's how it works for me too, usually. Exactly.
I'm trying to think. I thought I emailed. I must have forgot to email her. Oh well, I guess I totally must have spaced it out.
Beth, did you get an email from Nikki?
Thought I emailed her, but maybe not. I'm kind of a lame brain when that comes to that stuff. I forget about stuff.
I
No
did
big
too,
deal.
just
She
because
did it.
I never freaking checked my email. And so whenever I went to my email address to put in the Secret Santa stuff, I started looking at freaking emails and then I forgot what I was doing there. And then, I'm like, I did the same thing the other day whenever I went to get in there.
Oh, I want one
And
of
I did it again. So I don't, yeah, but I finally did send an email. I almost screwed it up. I almost screwed it up.
Jesus God, this guy's so far up my butt. I'm gonna have to have him surgically removed. Jesus. Oh, there's
You
another.
have insurance, right? You have insurance, right?
I have insurance.
I'm just kidding. You have medical insurance, right?
I do.
You're probably gonna need that.
I was like, well, of course I have insurance on the truck. Why wouldn't I?
She's like, no, you need insurance on your ass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Beth said if I had someone send late info, so if Nikki wants in, I can match her with this other person.
You'd have somebody what?
she had somebody put in late info. So if you want, you can send your info, and then she would match you with that person. So that person would have a match.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. I'll do it right now so I don't forget. Because apparently I don't do stuff I say I'm going to do.
Right.
Addresses.
Yeah, and I said that's true.
What?
But hopefully, you can get some. She said, no sales for me, no listing because no listing for me. That's just how it works. Yeah, I understand. Time to ramp it up, though.
Which is kind of cool.
You guys.
That Jonah took, he took I don't know, probably enough pictures for 15 listings. And so I'm just going to use a little bit at a time and then list in between.
Yep.
That's what my plan is.
Were the pictures adequate? Did they meet your approval?
All right. They could be better, but they're all right.
Well, you need to kind of educate him on that a little bit, and let him know. Let him know, what isn't working for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's easy to let him do it, and then it doesn't come into the what am I trying to say? If you let him do it and it doesn't, work up to your standards, then you just say screw it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then I'm just gonna say screw it. I'll do it by myself.
Right, but you really need this. You really need the help. So, you're gonna have to work together and compromise, and
right.
instruct him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't know. It's just it's just a bunch of stuff. He don't he doesn't have any.
Right.
He doesn't have any. He's not involved in it. He's not in. I'm a loss of words for this morning. I don't know.
Oh, so sorry, Summer. Yeah, we'll think about you.
What happened?
She's in the car for 7 hours to attend a funeral and driving 7 hours back tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Right after.
Sorry for your loss.
Be safe, okay?
Yeah, sorry for your loss, and be careful. And if you need to get a hotel, stop and get a hotel. It's better than driving tired. I would say sleep on the side of the road, but that's not a good choice. So get a hotel.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of different things to tell him about the pictures. Like Hank says, maybe the sandwich method, maybe something good he did about the pics, something he needs to improve on, something good. Like how you appreciate his help and such a good job, but he can improve X. Yeah. Right. I'm trying to think of.
Are you making a list?
I don't really need a list.
Okay.
I think I know. I think he's actually getting in front of the light and making it darker.
Like shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely one thing.
Oh, I'm a dummy.
Just tell him to pretend that he is a photographer taking pictures of a naked woman.
I don't know.
or an anime character, or I don't know. I'm gonna shut up now. I just need to shut up. Shut up, Valerie.
He's not interested in any of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
So first of all, I did send the email, but apparently I got it back. It got lost in my emails. Apparently I got it back. I typed in the email wrong. So anyways, I did do it on time, but that's what happened. And so I'm typing my new email to Beth, and I went to put my address because you're supposed to put your address on there, right? I think. Anyways, when I was typing Poplar, Wisconsin, I accidentally typed Poplar Picker.
Good job, Nikki.
So what information has to be in this email?
Just your address, and that's it.
Then if you want to put your likes or whatever, you can.
Yeah.
Like anything. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, Hank says it's easy to get defensive at or constructive criticism. Always try to make more fun. Is there anything else he would rather do? Like, did he say he hated taking pics or something? No, he didn't. No, he didn't say he hated it. No. Oh, I don't think he minds. He just doesn't. He doesn't think to move out of the light or
right.
Have it from stand a certain way so that the picture can be brighter. He doesn't think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to tell him. Yeah. It's not gonna be bad.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing you can do is tell him, because if you don't tell him, then he don't know that that's an issue. So just nip it in the bud and be on your merry way. And he's a smart kid. He knows. I think he can. He can get it. Grandma Magic Classics said this year Nick and the kids are asking what I want for Christmas, and I got nothing, and realized how nice it is not to want or need anything really. I think I already got my gift. That's awesome.
That's great.
That is awesome.
See my house.
You're glitchy, Nikki.
Very, very glitchy.
Huh?
Glitchy. Glitch.
Really?
Glitch
I'm
alert.
a glitchy.
I don't even know what you said the latter part of that was, but I kind of have a feeling.
Usually she says, "Son of a bitch." I'm looking at metal detectors.
There you go. That's what you want, huh?
I really want one. They're not cheap though.
Well, I mean, one of your options would be maybe go to like a pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
Because I bet they would have them at pawn shops.
Actually, I know the guy that runs the pawn shop, so I'll just have to ask him.
Yeah.
He hasn't asked anything.
Yeah. I mean, you could potentially get it a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Probably a lot cheaper.
He'll give me a good deal.
Yeah. So that's an option.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
So, Beth, don't tease me, because when I sent my email, I didn't stop and think that I sent it from my Poplar Picker email. And so when I signed it, I put Nikki, aka Poplar Picker. Like she wouldn't know because it's my Poplar Picker email. It's all right.
Hank said that she thinks Dick's has them for $100 on Black Friday.
Oh.
I don't have one. I don't have a Black Friday around me though, or I don't have a freaking Dick's around me. I need some Dicks around me. It sounds like.
What a sad life.
Get the fuck out of my ears.
That is such a sad life, Sally. You don't have any dicks around you. I thought you were married.
Oh my God.
I can imagine a life without dicks around me.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
What a sad life that would be. Oh boy.
Yep.
Wow.
In the dumpster we go.
Here's your handbasket.
Okay.
Um,
But thank you anyways for suggesting dicks.
I get in my husband's truck this morning because you all know I let my husband's uncle use my car. So so I get in his truck this morning and I put my diet Dr. Pepper in the cup holder and he's got a water bottle and he puts it in the side cup holder. This cup holder's like stretched out. It's
Mhm.
not the greatest. And so anything small will just fall right through it. Well, anyways, um, so anyways, his water keeps falling out of it. And I'm like, well, why don't you put it in one of the other cup holders? He goes, well, because I've got stuff in those cup holders. I'm like, well, you should have those cleaned out so you can. He goes, I just like having my stuff where I want it in here. And you come in and you put your stuff in here. I'm just like, really?
oh,
I was like, I let your uncle, use my car.
yeah.
Give me a break.
Oh my gosh.
Step back. Step back.
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
little. Oh, that's the kids one. They have a kids one for $24.99.
Huh.
What are you looking for? I didn't hear.
Metal detector.
Oh God, I want one of those so bad.
Yeah, I want a good one though. I don't want a piece
Yeah,
of shit.
me too.
They have like this waterproof one for $45.99. Um, good for 6.5 feet.
Well, that's what I should ask for Christmas.
That's
You know,
exactly what I want for Christmas.
I just got that Samsung View, that 18-inch
5
tablet,
feet.
and I just got that brand new computer. I really probably shouldn't ask for anything for Christmas.
Yep, I think you might be done.
And how many cars have I bought this summer?
Yeah. Aw. Mary says, I wanted to give Sally a shout out, but getting boxes out of dumpsters, but never thought about really looking till Sally said that's where she gets stuff. Have found and I'm making good money on stuff. Awesome.
That is
That's great to
great.
hear.
I always go to the dumpsters for boxes. The dollar store dumpsters are perfect
Yeah.
because they have a separate dumpster for cardboard, so it doesn't get all the cardboard boxes are all nice and clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of stuff I sell is smaller items, that fit in smaller boxes, so it's always easy to find boxes. I don't go there as much now that I get eBay shipping supplies.
Right.
So I don't need, and my husband brings home numerous boxes from work.
Right.
Which is good because his are always seem to be thicker boxes because they get like parts for machinery and stuff with them. So the companies send out nice thicker boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So I get really nice boxes from his work, which is nice. And I always get bubble wrap too. So I've run out of bubble wrap. So it's like, oh my God, I got to buy bubble wrap. Where the hell am I going to buy that at?
Oh. I'll be right back.
Okay.
These are one
Gra-
wrap too.
yeah, Grandma Magic Classic says she got those posters. about 150 or so, and they've been selling for $8.50 free shipping. Not a big
Nice.
profit, but I will take it. That's right.
Yeah.
It
Well,
adds up.
you multiply your profit times 150.
Yep,
Pretty good profit when you sell them all.
that's right. Good morning, Jim. Yeah, I can't talk. Jim Cooncat.
Hi, Jim Cooncat.
You're having a good day.
Yeah, say good morning to Jim, but ignore me.
Oh, hi, Todd.
Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Eric. Megan says Home Depot has good bubble wrap.
Is it the Big Bubble?
I don't know.
I only use Big Bubble wrap.
I think it's Bubblicious. No, that was stupid.
For years I shipped all my knickknack. That used to be all I used to sell was like breakable stuff, knickknack, dishes, that kind of stuff, and glassware. And I shipped with newspaper and small bubble wrap. And then about 3 years ago, I got some big bubble wrap in the mail with some stuff that I had bought.
Mm-hmm.
And I shipped with that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. Well, I started shipping with big bubble wrap, and I mean, my breakage went down from, like 5 to 0. I mean, it was like,
wow.
That, yeah. I mean, I've never, knock on wood, had a problem with breakage when I used big bubble wrap. And I mean, I'm talking even like those light globes and them huge light shades that I sell and stuff.
Right.
All that stuff. It's nice to have the big bubbles. Makes a huge difference.
Good morning, Todd.
Hi.
Don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you or anything.
When did Todd get here?
Listen, you cranky little punk.
Ooh.
Boy, love you too. Sorry, everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat. So if anybody else came in that I didn't say hi to, hi.
The best deal on bubble wrap is the one that Lonnie put up. You get 700 feet for like $40. It's 4 big rolls all put together. It's on eBay. Fresh Farm LLC.
Huh? Is it the big bubble?
Where do I go to find a store? Let's see.
Is it a big bubble?
But that's what I use.
Oh.
I feel, when I get the big bubble rolls, I feel like you get so much less footage. I would rather cut up, like the construction paper and finish off after the bubble wrap, because you get so much more length. You know what I'm saying? With the small bubble wrap.
But
you end up using more.
Yeah, I think it kind of defeats the whole purpose.
No, I don't use a whole lot more, because I do the layer or 2 layers of the thin, and then I finish off with newspaper or that construction paper. That's cheaper than just continuing to wrap more bubble wrap.
Right.
I don't know if I'm making any sense, but
yeah, you do.
You're used to it.
The big bubble wrap, I agree with you. The big bubble wrap is nice. It's good stuff to use.
Yeah.
But I'm cheap. I don't like spending the money on that.
I just like to make sure that my stuff gets there in one piece,
Right.
Like I said, I mean, the only time I'm using that big bubble wrap is when I'm shipping something really breakable. I mean, I have small bubble too that I use for stuff that's not really breakable that I just want to keep from dinging around,
See, Pickin found it 700 feet for $22 free shipping to your door.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Way cheaper than Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. I've used it. Lonnie Garage Flips uses it. So
you should post a link.
Fishing and Picking did.
Fishing and Picking just did in the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hey, Fishing. Can I say something to Fishing?
Yeah.
I have a question for him. Okay, guess what tomorrow is?
I don't know.
Tomorrow is the first day of an estate sale with Carl.
Oh God.
And I don't want to seem anxious or anything, but I would like Fishing and Picking suggestion on what I should wear. I show up right at 9 o'clock because I don't want to look anxious to be at his estate sale right when he opens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to get too good a deal.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to give him the wrong idea.
Right.
Or do you? I don't know. I'm gonna shut up
digging
now.
your hole, Todd. You're digging your hole.
That's too funny.
You just gave him so much ammo.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Hank. I'll try not to be too eager. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really need anything. I had such a big haul from the online auction. I got a video uploading. I started it yesterday, uploading at 6 p.m. yesterday evening, and it's still only about 70% uploaded. I got the slowest megabytes upload in the world.
Wow. That's not good.
Yeah, I saw that Fishing and Picking. I'm not going to comment on that.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, man, I got camping gear.
So how'd that work out?
I mean, it's like if you took a family of 6 on a camping vacation for a week, imagine everything you would take, and every bit of that was in that lot.
Oh.
There's heaters, there's a camp kitchen, there's tables, there's a 10 by 10 by 10 awning. You know, the little cover people use at swap meets. There's heaters, there's lanterns, there's stoves. There's even a GPS unit.
I'll be right back.
So yeah, it was worth the $180 I paid for the camping gear.
Yeah.
Sleeping bags, tents.
Everything's in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it might have been what you used once or twice.
Oh, nice.
You know, and kept indoors, so they're in a protected garage space, so it's all.
You know, if I lived in Texas, I would be scared to dig in boxes. Or like roll out tents or roll out sleeping bags. If I lived anywhere in the South, I would be scared of that.
Oh yeah, there's always spiders and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks, Blackberry Thistle.
Why would she say?
Yeah, she said you can use all that camping stuff for tailgating too.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you shouldn't have a hard time unloading that stuff. Somebody.
And I got some really cool
You could even sell that stuff locally on Facebook even.
Right.
I'll be right back.
I got some really cool reenactor clothing.
Did you really?
Yeah, you know, like pants with the straps down them and the suspender buttons and yeah, and they're made by a pretty good looking company. I need to get all that listed.
Wow.
So
You got a lot of work
I paid
to
up,
do.
man. I spent $450 on all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll get my money back, but it's gonna work as a storage unit in that it's not as dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tailgating in my title for all that stuff.
OJ says make sure you put tailgating in your title.
Yeah, let me show you this. Just one electric heater.
And Hank says Civil War has a huge following.
Interesting. Oh my goodness.
Oh, your goodness, what?
Oh, nothing.
I was looking through my pictures this morning and I found a picture of you and Honey.
You did?
Yeah.
Aww. I miss old Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, she was a good little dog.
She was. She's a pain in the butt, but.
Yeah. You guys are giving Todd some shit this morning, huh?
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah, he asked for it.
Oh, okay. That matters.
He
See
definitely
this
asked for it.
space heater?
Oh, yeah.
This is like brand new, and
is it
I
a
looked
buddy?
up the comps. Buddy.
Is it Mr. Heater?
Mr. Buddy?
Mr. Heater. And they sell
Yeah,
the
Mr.
new
Heater's
ones
are
sell
good.
on. There weren't any used ones on eBay, but the new ones sell for like $130.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr.
Wow.
Heaters are expensive.
It's just you know, a lot of that camping gear was plain old Coleman, but a bunch of it was like really good brands like that Mr. Heater and REI company. REI tents and stuff.
She got chickens on her wallet and a chicken purse.
Yep. Why did somebody say something?
Yeah. Sassy seller, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you know about Mr. Heaters?
Chickens on my wallet, and I have, and on the inside it's eggs.
That's cute.
And chicken wire.
Cute. Well, Mr. Buddies are one of the things that people that do you know, like living in their vehicle, like living in their vans and converting you know, vans into mobile homes, basically.
Yeah.
And they're, you know, living off the grid or whatever. Those are what they use, like in the wintertime in the deserts.
Yeah.
You know, or wherever they use those Mr. Buddies.
I remember this one time we went camping down in southern Minnesota, at a steam show, and this was quite a few years ago. We were in tents, and we brought my little great nephew with us, and at the time he was only about maybe 7 or 8, and and it was this night. It was horrible. It was in September, and we woke up. There was like full frost on the ground. That's how bad. That's how cold it got. Well, anyways, in the middle of the night, my husband before we went to bed, my husband, my daughter and my great nephew slept in a tent together.
Right.
And then we slept in a different tent. Well, anyways, my husband showed my daughter how to do it. You got to pump it a few times and then it would light.
Right.
Well, anyways, and he said, I think it was like 8, you got to pump it like 5 or 6 times and it'll light. So anyways, I guess it went out in the middle of the night and my daughter was sitting there messing with it, trying to get it to go. And Dakota woke up and he goes, "Oh, Brandy, it's cold in here." And he goes, "You need to pump it 5 times," big guy said. 5 times, just pump it 5 times, it'll work. So freaking cute. She felt so bad, and she goes, "Buddy, it's not working. I don't know what I'm gonna do." And he goes, "Big guy said 4 or 5 times, 4 or 5 or 6 times, whatever he said it." He goes, "That's all you have to do," big guy said, because he calls him big guy.
That's cute.
She's like, "It's not working, so just get over here and get closer." I said, "Why didn't you wake us up? We'd have given you our heater, you know."
Yeah. I don't I don't have any experience, camping in a mobile home or anything like that.
Yeah.
We always use tents.
Yeah.
We always use tents, camping and stuff when we were kids. And we'd make fires. So we didn't have like propane heaters or anything like that. We just make a fire.
Yeah, we don't normally have heaters either when we had tents, But that year, for some reason, it was we knew it was supposed to get cold. We didn't think it was going to get that cold. Otherwise, we wouldn't have slept in tents. But we knew it was going to be a little more chilly. So our buddy, who's the auctioneer that I always talk about, he said, "Hey, I got a couple of heaters if you want to use them," and we're like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." Well, they ended up not working.
Blackberry Thistle Tea said she slept with no heaters in a tent in the Rocky Mountains, and she's alive to tell about it.
Well, I remember this one time when me and Gary first got together. It was shortly after we had first got married. His Uncle Larry, his daughter, ended up getting married, and we were going down there, and we felt funny about asking. We didn't. Well, they had so many people in there. We didn't want to crowd them, so we brought our tent. We brought our tent down there, and everybody's like, and it was October, and everybody's like, "I can't believe you guys are going to sleep in a tent in October," And back then, the weather was really horrid in October, and we were like, "Oh, we'll be all right." And yeah, we slept in that tent with tons of sleeping bags. It was fine, but we didn't have any heaters back then.
Yeah.
We slept in that tent.
Deal with it, and you pile on the blankets. That's try to get off the ground, a little bit, with a air mattress or something. My mom, she used to always she'd grab a double air mattresses like in the summer when they were on sale.
Yeah.
And she'd take those like for swimming pools. She would take those camping.
Oh, yeah.
For us kids, so we didn't have to sleep right on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a double bed that folds out with legs. And it's got a built-in air mattress. So it's like,
yeah, that's awesome.
You might still be sleeping at home.
Yeah, right. I know.
It's got the collapsible accordion type legs,
It's so funny. It's so funny that people
double bed and you air it up and boom.
It's so funny that people go away and go camping or whatever in a tent, and then they they're like roughing it, but you know, I don't know. I kind of don't get camping anymore. Just because I'm like, I'm comfortable where I'm at. Why would I want to go spend a night where I'm less comfortable? You know what I mean? If I want a fire, I can go in my backyard and build one. You know?
My thing is it costs so much more money, and you're going out and sleeping in a, you know, you're sleeping in a tent or a camper, and it costs so much dang money to go. I mean, it's like, I can't believe how much I spend on like food and everything for camping. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other Jason says, my wife thinks staying at the Best Western is roughing it.
I love going camping, but we don't go camping as much now that we live in the country.
Mm-hmm.
When we lived in town, we went camping like almost every weekend, but because we had a permanent campsite out at one of the campgrounds, which is only about 5 miles from where I live. And then after we moved out to the country, it's like, why do we pay for a yearly campsite when we already live in the country? You know,
right.
That yearly campsite, because then we had the pontoon at the time, and we could leave the pontoon in the water. So then, if my husband didn't want to go out there, me and my girls, we could go out there after work. I'd get done after work, truck driving, and we'd go out and go swimming and fishing. And in the evening, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And we'd sit there and have a campfire and then go to bed. I mean, I slept so peaceful. You know.
Morning, Tina.
Yeah, I used to love to camp and fish by the, you know, camp by the lake or the river, or catch a fish, bring it up to the camp and cook it before. I mean, nothing better than
fried
fresh
potatoes
fish right out of the lake.
Yeah, I like fried potatoes when I'm camping.
Yep.
It smells so much different.
Yeah.
Cooking fried potatoes when you're camping on the camp stove, and
oh yeah, those are the best.
So good. What you doing this morning, Tina?
You see, I'm a kind of person that does my cooking before I go. So I'll make like tuna salad and some Spam salad or something, or some pasta salad. And then I hard boil the eggs and stuff like that. And then I buy everything that can be put on a stick. Hot dogs, brats, that kind of stuff. And then like the kids are like, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, here's a stick. Cook yourself something to eat. Because I'm not cooking. I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to cook.
Yeah.
I already did all my work. Now I'm here to relax like everybody else.
Right.
You know? Because I never understood it. My brother, when we'd go camping, I mean, they would like make these enormous meals that they never used to eat. They'd never eat at home like that. And it's like, why are you doing all this damn work? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, put a goddamn hot dog on a stick and grab a hard-boiled egg, and away you go. There's breakfast. You know? Dumb. And I have every damn holder you can imagine for the campfire, you know. I've got one for hamburgers. I've got one for toast. I've got one for hot dogs. I even have pudgy pie makers. I'm like, here guys, make your own damn food.
Oh yeah, what you got going on this weekend, Tina? Yeah, it's snowing right now.
I think I should go home.
I think that's a great idea, Nikki.
I just don't understand why I even came to town. I don't even know why.
You said you needed to get out of the house.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Are you coming to say hi? Oh, come on up.
Hi,
Good
Ringo.
morning. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Ringo, you little cutie, little star of the show. The other dogs are probably like, what the hell are we, chopped liver? You never show us that. Just freaking go, would you? Oh my God. You know, you go out of your way to stop for somebody so that they can cross, and then they sit there, no, you go. No, go. No, you go. Really? Because it's illegal for me to go if you're in the crosswalk. And then they'll sit there and stand in the crosswalk on the edge of the crosswalk. And it's like, no, I can't go. It's illegal for me to go if you're in the freaking crosswalk, stupid. God. One time I stopped and I waited for somebody and he's like, no, just go. And I'm like, no, you go. And he's like, no, you go. I rolled down my window. I'm like, then get off the street. Get up back up on the sidewalk if you want me to go. He goes, no,
Right.
you go ahead. And I'm like, it's illegal for me to go ahead. I said, get off the street or walk across the street. One or the other. Make up your mind. God. Because we used
Man,
to
this
have
sucker's
a
hot.
few years ago. Oh, it works good. A few years ago, the cops would do a sting. They would just step off the curb and see if you went. And then you
Oh,
get a ticket. So, no, I don't fall for that shit anymore. Well, I never got a ticket anyways, but no, I don't take a chance because
yeah.
Looks good, Todd.
Man, I'm burning up. Woo.
Looks good.
Fire. Oh my gosh.
if you lived closer, I'd probably buy it from you.
Well, it's like
I have a
me.
mattress, inflatable mattress that's like felt on top, and it's full. It's a full. No, it's a twin. It's a twin size, but it's like it's probably at least 3 feet high, 2 to 3 feet high.
Mhm.
It's it's bubbly.
So it's like
And
a elevated.
yeah, and it has the pump inside the bed. Like all you do is you unhook this door or whatever, you unlatch this door, and there's the cord that you plug in, and you plug that in and then it inflates.
Yep.
So
Those are good. Those are good beds.
yeah, if I didn't have somebody sleeping with me, I'd probably use it myself. Maybe I could just put it on top of our bed.
Oh my gosh.
I can say, hi down there. Hello down there.
As short as you are, you'd never get into it.
Shush. I can jump up there, I'm sure.
I can just see you. Oh my God.
I know.
Turn on the video camera before you do it, though, okay? That video probably would go viral.
Charles says that he has a suggestion on keep it or ditch it items. You should list them on Mercari. A good portion of those ditching items would sell there, I think.
They have just as much chance on eBay.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think Mercari, they do have some, like you can put, I know it sounds kind of weird, but like you can put CPAP stuff and medical stuff over there, and they don't require.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, they don't require a prescription on Mercari, like they do on eBay. And so, yes, in that sense, I would say yes, they're a good platform to go to if you have those items. You know, like the tins. I think it's is it the tins unit that you can't put on eBay anymore?
What is it? What is it for?
It's like for your it's like a muscle shocker thingy.
Oh, you can't use that on eBay anymore?
I don't think you can put those on eBay anymore.
Oh.
All the time, they're always they're always knocking stuff down on
Oh, yeah.
medical, you know, all the time.
Yeah. But I mean, I've sold like CPAP tubing and stuff like that over on Macari, and you can actually sell it there. You can sell CPAPs. I think they may have. So I've not been on there lately, so there is a chance that.
I snuck through on eBay a defibrillator.
Oh, did you?
I put it at buy it now, didn't auction it, which I always auction. I just put it at buy it now, and then I would just, when people were looking at it, like every day, I just lower its price like $5 or whatever until I finally got somebody to hook it off. And I was worried because I thought I'd get caught up. And I'm not telling people to do that because I don't want somebody to screw up their account. But I did get a defibrillator through and a volumetric pump for doing when they put you on an IV, you know, and it's the thing that regulates, you know, whatever you're getting in your IV. I sold one of those too that way.
Huh.
Bonanza, you could put medical stuff on, though. They don't make you have a prescription for it.
It's a shame. It's a shame eBay won't let you do it because, like, all that stuff they buy for props and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
it's against the law.
It's against the law, Jim said, but whatever.
Oh, is
for
it?
What?
To sell medical stuff that requires a prescription.
Oh.
I suppose it does require a prescription for that.
If you got a rotten tooth and you pull it yourself, that's legal. But if your neighbor's got a rotten tooth and they pay you $5 to pull it out, you need a dentist license.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's no fun.
Well, I didn't think
damn them dentists.
I didn't think like the actual IV stuff would be illegal to sell. It's the stuff that you put in the IV.
Now, it's anything that goes into the body. They don't want that, like sutures.
Yeah, it's like I had all those sutures I sold.
They're externally are okay, but well, of course, the needle goes into the skin, I guess.
Yeah, I had some of them pulled, and I'm assuming because they were internal stitches for inside, like the dissolvable kinds.
Yeah.
But I did good on those sutures. I mean, that was at auction where I bought all those IV arms and that. The sutures alone, I spent $500 worth of sutures.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got some of the sutures left. I'm gonna have to just throw them on Bonanza. I pulled them off eBay, and I just didn't get around to putting them on Bonanza.
Right. What the heck? Is Macari only on the phone?
It's isn't it a phone app one?
Yeah, I think it's a phone app. It's only a phone app.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it.
I'm old-fashioned. That's why I don't use it, because I don't have a really good smartphone, so I just don't use any of those phone app selling platforms.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So check out these reenactor pants. They got button fly and
Oh, I sold some reenactor stuff, and it did good.
really.
That's what does really good.
Those reenactor clothes, they do really good. I mean, there's like brands.
Frontier Classics.
Oh, those are like for Western reenactor. I sold the ones I did would have been like
trappers.
Like trappers and French like trading trappers up here in the north, and they did really good.
So I got 4 pair of these pants.
Yeah. I think I sold some of their Western vests, that Frontier Classic, now that I think about it.
Yeah. See, they got the thing in the back to cinch up at, I don't know.
Yeah. It's for when you got to cinch it. Remember that on Saturday Night Live?
No.
Adam Sandler and the Gap Girls, and then they'd be like, cinch it, just cinch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I'm gonna go put this stuff out in post box, so I will be the mailbox.
WAM.
What'd you say?
WAM. Outdoor. I mean, yeah. That's the manufacturer. WAM. It's like canvas pants with the suspender buttons.
Good deal.
And then they got the high V thing in back for suspenders.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait,
Yeah, they're like for like Western reenacting. Or I'd maybe even put like that cowboy shooting in my a lot of those people that dress in when they do that cowboy shooting, they dress in that clothing.
WAH. Let me look it up. WAH. Frontier Clothing Pants.
How does Mercari ship? Oh, shipping $9. All right.
Okay, $49, $15, $61, $45, $50, $59, $23, $50. These are sold listings.
Yeah. Yeah,
I got four pairs that should do at least 25 each, huh?
Yeah, I would say so.
And these
are they big. Good sizes? Are they good sizes? Like bigger sizes?
Big.
That's good.
Well, yeah. This one's 42, and it's one of the smaller ones.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what size Jim is. Jim, aren't you a 42?
No.
We're at the thrift store. He goes, they never have my size of jeans. I'm like, what are you talking about? Here's a whole bunch of 42s. He's like, I'm not a 42. I'm a 38. I'm like, no, you're like a 42. Then this whole argument at the thrift store that he's a 40 or 42. I mostly do it.
It's like my belly is like a 44 and my waist is like a 36.
Oh boy.
Big old fat overhang gut.
Yeah, but guys wear their pants different than women do too.
Yeah. Sounds like you got a fupa, Todd.
A what?
A fupa.
What's a fupa? What?
You tell him I'm gonna get my breakfast.
What's a fupa?
Pecker area. It's
a little far. Pecker area.
Yeah, it's between your belly button and your man business. There's a little fat roll. It's a fupa.
Yeah, I got that. I got that thing, whatever that is. Yep. Actually, most of mine is just starts just under my belly button and then goes up to my chest. I got skinny arms and legs, so I look kind of like a stick figure with a basketball strapped on it. Thanks, Fishing. You're just awesome.
Now I gotta look. I didn't even have the other chat up.
So I spent a lot of money at the auction, but I got a lot too. So
did you go to another auction or a storage auction?
I went to an online auction, and then yesterday was pickup at a warehouse.
Yeah.
And just the camping equipment, I should almost double my money that I spent just on the camping equipment.
Yeah. And
then I got this Western clothing, and I got leather jackets.
Awesome.
Like this one. You ever heard of Song? SONG
No.
leather?
I can't say that I have.
Mm-mm.
But that's what it says. SONG.
Hmm.
Kind of a cool looking ladies suede jacket. It's red, blue, and black on the bottom.
That looks vintage.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
it's for skiing, eh?
And then it's got a zip up, but it's also got these kind of.
Was she
goofy
using it
looking-
for skiing? Is it a ski jacket?
Oh, it's just a suede leather jacket with a thin liner. You know.
Oh, I saw the
nylon
tag on
line.
it. I thought that was a ski pass tag, but it's your auction tag.
Oh yeah, that's a auction tag.
We're sorry you can't even pull gun parts.
Really?
No.
Oh. That's it. We're going back to eBay.
The blade can't be more than 3 inches.
Oh boy.
Then I got some like bib cowboy shirts
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, those will sell.
with the pearl snap.
Mhm.
Yeah. If I was you, oh, it's an Eli Cattleman. If I was you, if you have room in your descriptive title, I'd put Western horse riding. Because you'll have people that wear those kind of shirts, like that show like ranch horses or like this Western cowboy shooting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Men's double XL. These are big.
What the heck are you guys talking about?
Fupa.
Sure.
Food. Like what the? Where did this conversation go?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of
Nice.
a canvas lined vest. Frontier Classics.
Yeah, you should put that. You should probably put Western riding with that because people will wear those sometimes when they show and halt or something like that. Those like Western blazers.
Yeah. Western riding. Got some dust on it from the warehouse. These folks kept their stuff in really good shape. Actually, this was not a dead person's estate. It was a pair of folks about my age that their daughter lived in Houston and just got wiped out with a hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
So they're moving down there to help her. So they pretty much took all they could, and then the rest of it, they just estate auctioned it out. There was a great lot of Lucchese boots, and I bid up to $175 for 11 pair.
Yeah.
But God, they zoomed on up to 350. So I was like, and they're worth it. I mean, you could probably sell each pair for $100 on eBay.
Yeah. So
I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $350 to make 1,000. So
yeah, I know the feeling. I did that with fire alarm stuff, and I'm like, well, how it was like I would have been paying like $360, and I'm like, well, how long is it going to take me to sell? There's a lot there. It's probably worth it, but I also factor in I could probably take that $350 and use it on something else that's a quicker flip.
Oh, I can't
keep auction.
Stock high quality cowboy boots. They fly out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Once I saw them in person, because I didn't get to see them in person, but once I saw them in person, I'm like, God, you dummy! You should have bought those for $500. You would still double your money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I always kind of look at it like I don't get too hung up about stuff I don't get because I always figure I'll get another thing down the road here, so it all work out.
And I'm uploading my video about this haul. It's at 80%. I started it at 6 p.m. yesterday evening.
Wow.
That's how slow my upload speed is in small town Central Texas.
Must have that special slow Texas internet. I live way up here in northern Wisconsin. It don't take us that long.
Yeah. Alan says her dad did some reenacting and looks like fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just about filled up my pickup with my purchases.
Well, it's good that you got that much.
I got 4 Cuisinart things, but they're all dirty. I gotta clean them up.
Mm-hmm.
Maker, a food processor, a blender, and a yogurt maker. Or
Hey, you did better than me. I went to that auction Tuesday night, and I'll probably be lucky if I break even because, well, we bought that that arcade deer hunting game for my son. So anyway,
yeah, I'm keeping that 10.
The auction. Oops, sorry. It was a pretty bad auction, but we wouldn't have went. But they had one of those Deer Hunting USA coin-op arcade games, and he's really into like when you go to Walmart, like Big Buck Hunter. This would be like a way older version of it, so we bought it for him.
Yeah, I'm keeping the 10 by 10 canopy thing.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
Man, I can use it for yard selling, and I can use it for some, just anything. And that sucker's heavy. It's got wheels on it. You roll around in its bag.
Yeah.
So I haven't looked to see what brand it is yet. I'm busy. I got to get all this stuff. Start moving
I got a
about
list.
here. I increased my death pile by a bunch.
That's good. You have plenty of stuff to list, huh?
Crazy Card says, Todd's not going to show the Western assless chaps. He's saving those for someone special.
All chaps are assless. They don't. If they had it, it'd be called pants.
They just say assless chaps because they want to say assless.
No. It sounds cool and edgy, but all chaps have no ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wow.
Dang, other Jason. 200
Crickets.
pairs of shoes. I like selling shoes. They're easy to sell, easy to ship.
Yeah.
They're
not real hard to store.
Sometimes they're hard to clean.
Yeah.
That's what I love about clothing is, it's super easy to pack. You don't have to worry about breaking or nothing like that,
Right.
Yep. That's awesome, Vanessa.
How much they go for, Anissa? Sorry. Waiting on Anissa.
Remember that Skidoo jackets I picked up last week? That
Yeah.
leather, got it on auction. It's bid up to $140.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a snowmobile.
Is it because of the year?
I just think it's a snowmobile jacket, and you're coming up on that time of season. And if you went to the dealership, it's probably about a $400 jacket. And you got people that just, they don't want to pay the dealership price, so they go search eBay. And it's that time of year. It's a good size. It's a men's large, and you're coming up on snowmobile season.
Awesome.
Snowmobile stuff's been selling. Christmas stuff is still selling. And then this past week, I sold like 4 Star Wars items. So I don't know if it's because the movie's going to be coming out here in 3 weeks, but all of a sudden now I'm selling some Star Wars stuff.
I just packed a Star Wars Monopoly game.
Oh, yeah?
It's sitting over here on the floor, ready to go. Yeah.
I had a bunch of those. Walmart put them on clearance last year. They're like they're X-wing fighters, like the bigger toy, and then TIE fighters. I paid $5 a piece for them, which I sat on since last year. No, none of them sold. And all of a sudden this week I popped off 2 of those for $50 a piece, and then I had I bought them at GameStop, and they were like $1. They're just stupid USB chargers that will be shaped like Darth Vader or the Death Star or whatever. All of a sudden, those have been popping too. So maybe it's because it's Christmas time coming up too. People are buying gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sleep, Nikki?
Is she?
I don't know. Nope, she was frozen.
Oh. Couldn't tell if she was awake or asleep.
I don't know.
Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, when I go into my, so I've got to clean my closet out. So maybe when I go into there and start finding some, I know I have a couple of medical items, medical devices in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I might look on Macari and see if I can't unload those on there and
Right.
make a little money. I know I had some of those pulse oximeter clips that you put on your fingers, and I sold those. I think I sold those for $15 each.
Yeah.
And I think I might have 1 or 2 of those left. So.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you guys think I fell asleep? I had just gotten back in my truck.
You were frozen.
Oh, I was frozen.
Not
I had to
literally.
get out and put people in the truck.
Not cool.
I was frozen.
Yeah, that's out, and the bills that they only work out when you draw it out. You get less than $10 in there and draw it out, and they charge you $2. But any draw for $10 is free. So.
I know why my husband's so excited about me coming to town today, so he didn't have to put gas in it or diesel in his truck. I was the one that was going to stand out and put it in there. Right, he can check the oil.
But they don't have the app like get together. It's not. You have to put this in your car. It's not automatic. I check screen.
Am I nuts, or does anybody know this? Do Monster cans seem colder than like a pop can when you hold them?
No.
I think you're kind of,
They always seem to like freeze my hands when I hold them in the store. But like a regular pop can, I can hold that all day long. But a Monster, when right out of the cooler, it just freezes my hands.
I guess it depends on how cold the cooler is. They keep ours at 40 degrees.
Hank said maybe just because the can is bigger.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That could be.
I have no idea. Oh, silver hair. Anissa said $100. Unless you didn't. I don't know if you see that or not. Ugh.
$100 for what?
For that thing that you asked her. That canopy or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep it, though. I mean, I'm going to use that for several things.
Somebody's going to buy a canopy.
It might be. They might buy a cup.
A cup of poop. A cup of poop or a canopy.
I'll call it a
Yeah.
depot then.
How gross would that be?
Yeah.
Or they,
No.
they take it out of the sale.
No, they
then
said they'll provide you with a list. They'll provide you with a
Oh.
where you can keep it on your own. But I guess you take the label from them because they're taking it out of your money. And they are actually moist.
Really?
Actually, blackberry thistle tea. Is it blackberry thistle tea? Oh, that's what he was telling me. Oh, Hank. Basically, all you have to do is layer. So, I mean, you can buy warm clothes and stuff, but really, it's just about layering.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I had to learn. You can buy all the nice little frilly sweaters you want, but if you don't have layers on, you're still going to freeze.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I usually wear, when I go to work, I usually have a bra on, and then on top of that, I have at least 2 sweaters. And then maybe a jacket even on top of that.
Mind
and
you,
then I wear
sweaters. She calls sweatshirts sweaters.
What?
Shush. Shush. I meant 2 sweatshirts. Shut up, Nikki. And and then I wear 2 pairs of pants, usually 1 pair of leggings and then a pair of pants over that.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate that.
I wear mostly. Is that when you walk to work?
No.
That's when you just drive to work?
Yeah.
You wear all them layers? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Must be that California blood in you. Me, I wear 1 pair of pants, either sweatpants or jeans. And most of the time I'm in my Carhartt hoodie. But if it's really cold, I end up putting my Carhartt jacket over my Carhartt hoodie.
When it gets cold, that bothers my legs.
Always wearing a t-shirt.
I have a pair of long underwear underneath my jeans because it makes my legs hurt.
Now, when I used to drive truck and I was in and out of the truck all day, I used to wear long johns under my uniform.
Yeah.
And I'd wear I had my uniform shirt with a short sleeve shirt on. And then we had FedEx sweatshirts. So I'd wear oh my God, I miss that sweatshirt. These were like the biggest, bulkiest, softest sweatshirts I have ever had in my life. If I could buy like 5 FedEx sweatshirts, I should look on eBay. They're like the most comfy sweatshirt. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. Anyways, and then I'd wear my FedEx winter jacket over all that because I was in all the time. But if I'm just like running to the store or whatever, but I always have like something extra in the car just in case I break down though. I always have my boots in the car just in case I need them.
Right.
If I'm not wearing them.
Yeah, I always keep a blanket in the car.
Yeah.
But I wear those layers though because I have to go out and check washer fluid. I have to go out and check bathrooms. You know, I sometimes have to shovel. You know, and salt. So, you know, I don't want to be freezing out there. I'd rather be hot than too cold.
Mickey Beth said that you can't sell FedEx items on eBay.
Really? I sold a FedEx jacket. I think they are restricted now because I saw FedEx something and I didn't buy it because of that. Huh. I had a Wisconsin DNR polo shirt. It just was like Wisconsin Forestry Department. I get a message on eBay from this DNR worker down by like Stevens Point. How did you get this shirt? We would like you to take this shirt down because you could have people impersonating Forestry Department people. Nobody's impersonating.
Nobody wants to be known as the dick.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, here's somebody's pretending they're forestry. They're looking at the trees. I mean, it was so stupid. We just took it down because it wasn't worth very much. But yeah, this whole big long dissertation, how you got it. You could turn it into the Eagle River DNR station. I'm like, yeah.
And I would say, yeah, you can buy it off eBay too.
You have to buy it if you're so worried about it. Yeah, but DNR has more power than cops do. It wasn't DNR. It was Wisconsin Forestry.
Well, it was.
I guess it'd be a branch. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was actually forestry. It would be United States.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, I said, well, you guys work for the DNR. And the guy got really mad. He's like, I work for the United States of America. I'm like, okay, sorry.
You're right.
Forestry is United States.
Well, my CDL is government. Does that mean I work for the United States of America too?
That's right. Yes, you do.
Well, you drive on the King's Highway, so.
I've been blackballed from life
talk about like people get in trouble for hunting the king's deer.
I was blackballed from life from Homeland Security one time. I know you said that because you had something with your license. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They shut my social security card down, boy. They ate my number, boy. The people, if they hired me, they would get a big fine and everything. It was crazy. I was like, I'm like the most clean-cut person you could ever meet, farthest from the terrorist. Farthest from being a terrorist. And yeah, I was blackballed from life that time. Oh, my God. I know, I've heard about those Italian terrorists up there in Duluth. You got to really watch them. Yeah, you got to watch out for us. Yeah. Well, everybody thought it was just a hilarious thing because, like I said, I'm like one of the most clean-cut people you ever meet, you know. The worst thing I do is smoke. I'm so clean-cut. Somebody asked me if I wanted to smoke with them one time. And I was like, yeah, sure. Come get me. I'll come smoke with you. And here I thought I was just going out to have a cigarette. And they wanted to smoke pot. I didn't even know that. I was smoking my cigarette, and all of a sudden they light up this joint. I was like, oh, that's what you meant.
Oh, my gosh. That's too funny.
Nikki didn't inhale, but she started playing a saxophone solo.
That's funny. Yeah, I probably should go home because then I can have my dogs outside, and then if I come to town and we end up going to the auction, then they won't be home alone all day.
She said it. She just said it. You make fun of me, Nikki. You just said it. You went auction. You just did it. I heard it. You made fun of me
at the auction.
Super perfect, but you just said auction.
No, it's ox, like an ox. Action.
Yeah.
Action.
That's how it is. The first two letters are like the animal, the ox.
Yeah.
And then action. That's what you guys are saying. I'm kidding you guys. I'm like, how do they say it?
Well, yeah. How do you say it? Say it like you would say.
Auction.
Auction.
Oh no, it's awe, but you say ox, like auction.
Auction.
Shamil, Mazel.
Auction.
Auction. Auction.
I can't do it.
Buy some oxen at the auction.
I'm saying auction.
I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. Auction. One.
Oh my God. Flashback.
You know, my sister-in-law, her mother was right from Germany, and my brother's wife, her mother was right from Germany, and that's how she learned how to speak English, was watching Sesame Street.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
My grandmother was born in the U.S., but she was the daughter of immigrant parents, and she did not learn how to speak English till she went to the first grade.
Wow.
And honestly, and her parents were Polish. They did not have, she didn't really have like that thick, like European Polish accent even, or anything. You wouldn't hardly have known it. But yeah, she didn't speak English till she went to first grade. That's where she learned it.
When I go to the Chinese restaurant, oh, excuse me, this girl has her daughter there, and she's only probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old, and she doesn't know a lick of English, and she talks to her in Chinese, and and the only thing the girl really knows is like thank you. Otherwise, she speaks in Chinese. So, because one day I saw her and I was talking to her, and I didn't know she didn't know how to speak English, and her mother is sitting there talking to her in Chinese. And I was like, oh, sorry. But it's like, well, what is that little, she's 4 years old. What is that little girl going to do? Are you just going to, I don't know, keep her at home and educate her or what?
She knows one phrase, none of your business, round eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
She's a cute little girl. Oh, she's such a little cutie patootie.
And my grandma, she said she was 14 when they moved over from Hungary, and her father, you weren't allowed to speak anything but English in the house.
Yeah.
As soon as they came over, as soon as they started learning English, you wouldn't let anybody speak Hungarian in the house. Everybody had he said, you're in the United States now, you have to speak English.
Well, that was like my sister-in-law's mother. She, the one from Germany. She when she went when she went back to Germany when she was like, I don't know, like 60, and when she was like 60 years old, and she even said that she had a hard time speaking enough German to make it over there.
There is a woman that volunteers at the thrift store here. Very thick German accent.
Yeah,
Super thick. Anyway, so she's talking to me. She goes, well, I'm not from America. Oh, yes, I can hear your German accent. Oh, I'm not from Germany, but thick German accent. I'm from Brazil. And I'm like, oh, boy, I hope her dad wasn't one of the boys from Brazil or something. But anyway.
Yeah, and she had a thick German accent when she talked English, you know, but you could tell she was from Germany. But yeah, she said she even had a hard time remembering a lot of words over there in Germany.
Huh.
Went back.
I got a feeling this lady could rattle off a perfect German. I mean, it's very thick. You can tell she's still speaking it.
Yeah. Oh, that lady.
It's either Brazil or Argentina. It might be Argentina now that I think about it.
You can just tell when she brings it up, you know that what happened. Because you had that big thing of less popular Germans after the war, or right at the close of the war, or just before the war ended, snuck over to South America.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Which guy?
Was it Mengele?
Was it Mengele?
I think so.
What the heck?
Oh, we're talking about like when the Germans went to like Argentina.
Yeah, this Mengele, he thought his dad was his uncle. He would like hang out with the family and they do stuff. They didn't catch him until the 1980s.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, they finally figured out who he was.
But he was already dead. Yeah, they dug him up.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years after he died. They figured out who he was. But yeah, he was hiding out down in South America, and his own son he'd sent over earlier, and his son was being raised by relatives, and they thought his father was his uncle. But it was actually, I think it was Mengele. Was the one that was living over there. Yeah, he had a little farm or whatever, and he's
actually, yes.
hanging out.
If you want to go down a rabbit hole, actually, it's really interesting. They have like what they named it down there. It isn't something like something Deutsch something. But anyway, there's a city there because you have all these German immigrants down there in South America.
I'll have to test that out. Vision and Pickens says, something about sponsored, promoted listings and the sponsored listings. Apparently there was another YouTuber that put that to the test, I guess. And let's see, when you pay for promoted listings, it kicks your sponsored listing to the bottom of the search instead of boosting your listing.
I don't know if we ever did sponsored listings or just promoted.
We just promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do promoted. I call BS on that one.
What's sponsored?
I don't know.
I don't know
that's what promoted listings were, because I thought your promoted listings says sponsored on them.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
5%. I do all my listings. I put all my listings on promoted listings.
Yeah. And if they go to the bottom of the list, then that doesn't explain why everybody's getting, sales from that. So I'll have to take a look at that. Debunk that. It just doesn't make any sense.
Megan said sponsored is promoted listings.
Yeah. So I'll have to look a little bit more into that.
Fascinating.
I don't believe everything that I read and see, so
well,
we'll have
everything. If it's on the internet, it's got to be true.
Well, that's yeah.
If it is on the internet,
it's on YouTube.
It's the internet.
We'll have to see about that.
I live my life by what I hear on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like the word of God.
Jeez. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. So let's see. Reseller Tessa says my husband's family immigrated from Ukraine, running from Stalin, went
boy.
to Argentina. Hubby thought for years he was from Argentina. When his grandfather died, it finally came out that they were actually Ukrainian. That is crazy.
Yeah, well, Russia had such land holdings. You would be in a Russian-run government, but you had a lot of nationalism. Because my great grandfather was Polish. He got conscripted into the Tsar's army. He ended up in St. Petersburg, and then left there. Somehow bartered across on a ship and escaped to America, so he didn't have to serve in the army. Because they conscript you at that time, it was like 99 years. Well, you might as well say you're in it for life.
Would be my great. No, yes, it would be on my dad's side. My great grandfather married, who was Austrian, married a Jewish woman, but before they could be married, she converted to Lutheran, some Protestant. So she converted. They got married, but it was getting so ugly in Austria even for converted Jews that's why they wound up coming over here just before, or in the early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would have been my grandmother on my dad's side's parents.
Oh. Here's my Italian language case, like yours, Valerie. My Italian briefcase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you bring it with you?
Well, no, it's in the truck from the last one I bought it.
Oh, I was like, oh, do you like take it with you or you go
Yeah,
somewhere?
I learned Italian.
Eric,
mine are all still in plastic and everything.
The Russians, he survived the battle.
That's awesome.
2 years in Siberia. Not too many of those
Lucky
made it out of there.
yeah.
Made it out of
I
there.
figure if it's not worth anything, I would learn Italian.
Right. Exactly.
Mine came with the Traveler's book. And I have this book. And then I have 5 of these books like you had.
Uh-huh.
And then the wheel. The wheel too. And then I got all the paperwork that comes with it.
That's cool. That's crazy, Eric.
That is amazing. I mean, it's amazing. That would be a really interesting story. I like that kind of like.
I mean, 85% of his
Yeah, if you were
co-prisoners.
German and you ended up in Siberia, I mean, that was like a death sentence. Not very many of those guys made it out of there.
Exactly.
We had a guy here that ran a restaurant. Jim knew him real well. He was a Hitler Youth, but he was a child. How old was he?
14 when
They had him trying to fight to defend Berlin.
He defended. He was 14 years old and he was fighting to defend Berlin. But then he found some Americans. A lot of his friends wound up getting captured by the Russians, but he was lucky enough he found some Americans to surrender to. And he was trained in the Hitler Youth. It was like the army, they train you in a school. And he was trained in diesel mechanics. and he wound up on an Air Force base working on diesel engines with these soldiers that just kind of kept him as like a pet. He was like their mascot. You know, he's supposed to be a prisoner, but he's helping with mechanical stuff at the base. So it comes time when they got to hand over all these any German captives they have to turn over to the Russians, and he was able to talk the American people. And he's real thick. He's like, "Oh, Jim, I'm trying to save my ass." He used some other expletives. He's like, "Jim, I'm trying to save my ass here. I'm going to get killed. They send me over to those effing Russians." So he goes, "I do anything I can." I say, "Oh, I do anything for you." So they feel bad for the kid. So what they do is they enlist him in the U.S. Air Force. And now he's like 15. They lie about his age, get him in the Air Force, and that way they could get him citizenship. So he didn't have to get turned over to the Russians. That's
wow.
They wound up moving to northern Wisconsin and running a restaurant for years. He died probably 2-3 years ago.
Huh.
This is a funny story. He was a really mean guy. I mean, he had a real mean disposition. And he was until you got to know him. He ran this restaurant, and he's trying to sell it. This woman and 2 men come into the restaurant, and it's a steakhouse. They order steaks, and he's cooking them. So the woman, what he does not know is they're prospective buyers. They're looking at buying the place, but he doesn't know that, and they don't tell him that. She comes up to the bar, where you can look down the bar, you can see the kitchen. And he's working on the grill. And she goes, "So what's cooking?" He looks at her and goes, "What did you order?" She goes, "Well, steak." "Then that's what it's cooking." Well, then later, and he's telling me this story. He goes, "Oh, Jim, then I find out they're here to buy the effing restaurant. Oh, what the hell do I do now? Oh, I try to be as nice to them as I can be." He's missing. He's not only a thick German accent, but he's also missing half his teeth. So when he talks, I don't know. He must have got hit with something. He's missing them on one side. So when he talked, he'd have like this thick German accent and this slur. It was just hilarious. He was always Pall Malls, no filter Pall Malls. That's all he smoked.
Oh my gosh.
He was a real character. They used to a guy I knew that would come up here from. He wasn't from Chicago, but he was right. He's a Chicago suburb. But he would come up here, and he said down there they call him the biggest a-hole in the Northwoods. That's what this guy, yeah, because they go, "You got to go to this restaurant. You're going to meet the biggest a-hole in the Northwoods." That was his nickname for all these people in Chicago, because we get a lot of Chicago tourists. He was like famous down there. He was like the super Nazi. They loved him. So anyway, that was old Hansi.
Crazy.
Yeah, you meet all kinds. Well, when I got the bartending job, he would come in at happy hour, and that's how I really got to know him. He'd come in every night, so I got to talk to him.
Megan says, "Laugh out loud. I know that this is a serious story, but I can't help think Jim's Russian sounds like a Cookie Monster."
It does.
That's what I was thinking.
German.
It's supposed to be German. It's supposed to be a German Cookie Monster.
He was afraid they were going to ship him over. He was afraid they were going to ship him over to the Russians, but he was German.
Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking. He sounded just like Cookie Monster.
That's what this guy, but he had the thick, but he was missing half his teeth. That's actually pretty much the way the guy sounded when he talked. And everything was, everything was like Cookie Monster.
Hey Jim, in that accent, say, "Me love cookies."
Say it.
Oh, we love cookies.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
And then when he eats the cookies, he goes,
Today's show brought to you by Sesame Street.
The letter G.
The letter G, yeah.
We're German. I was going to say the letter H, but I thought it was inappropriate.
It's funny.
That's too funny. Let's see.
Today we're going to sing Germany overall. Oh, not again. Where is the plastic roll? Okay.
I don't know. I haven't. You were using it yesterday.
All right.
It's all you.
Okay, something I wanted to bring up, and this is kind of serious, but I want to put this out there just for anyone that is listening in the chat. If you're just listening, listening along with the show, that's fine. But I want to put this out there and say, the old saying, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. Don't be saying, downing other channels, groups, or channels, or the groups, or, in a negative way. Even if it's joking around, and I know we joke around a lot, and I hate that we can't joke around and have fun. But apparently things are being misconstrued and taken the wrong way, so we have to limit that. I've got some I wouldn't say trouble, but I got, some red flags lately, and a couple of other people have, and we're just going to have to put that to a minimum, or keep it to a minimum, I should say. So I just wanted to put that out there. Just people take things literally, and we just, we want to make sure that we keep our nose clean. So just putting that out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Hate to be the hall monitor, but
What'd you do?
Oh my gosh, Sally, she just did this whole big dissertation, and now you're like, what'd you do?
She said she hated me.
I didn't do nothing.
Again.
I didn't do nothing. I guess you'll have to go back and watch the replays.
Oh shit!
Don't blow up other channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even joking around, because people, are taking it too seriously.
So,
some people just don't understand our humor, and even if it is just playing, they don't like
understand our humor.
I don't either, but that's what's fun about it. But apparently we're supposed to be a little more serious, so
yeah.
You can tell me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
We can still have fun, just not at other people's expense.
Right.
Except for our own. If they're not in this group or in the chat to defend themselves, don't talk. Don't make fun of people. Don't talk.
There you go.
There you go. Do something nice about another channel, that's, I'm assuming, is okay. Right, Valerie?
I don't know. I don't know if we can do that either, because that might be misconstrued.
Yeah, talk about yourself. You can only talk about yourself or your own channel.
Yeah,
that's right.
Your channel, go ahead, but but somebody else is just avoid talking about. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes they're people looking for a fight, and why give them something to fight over?
Exactly.
That's right.
And we don't want to make people feel bad either.
No.
And if something is misconstrued or not, or taken as a, not taken as a joke or whatever, and it makes them feel bad, that would make us feel bad,
Right.
We don't want to make people feel bad either.
Right. And here's another thing. If you don't like the show, then don't watch it. Just go somewhere else, because, that's what we're not here to entertain the people that don't like us. If you don't like our show and the people that's on here, go find another place that you like. That's just putting it out there.
Can we still make fun of Todd?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's here.
Okay.
He's here.
But
and he enjoys it.
Oh, but not Todd's channel. But we can still make fun of Todd. Oh, good. That's all.
He enjoys the abuse.
You only hurt the people you love. I forget what movie it was out of.
Oh, it's National Fast Food Day today. Go out and clog your arteries.
So Summer says, I don't talk much, but I'm wondering what would be the correct way to ask a question about something we seen on another channel.
Well, you could say I saw on another channel.
Especially if it's eBay related.
Yeah, just ask us. I mean, you could say I saw this on another channel, or I saw this on another Facebook group. What do you guys think about it? We just don't need to say names or anything like that. You know, like one time, well, that got me in trouble too, but just that's fine. You know.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that either.
No,
just ask the question and don't say I've seen it on another channel, and we probably won't even know that another channel said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that definitely puts a kind of a downer on the show, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like to, just be, just to have fun, but,
yeah.
I forgot it was 7th grade, and so we got to clean up our act here. So, yep.
Well,
one time at bag camp.
Other people in other shows don't down us, so we shouldn't be downing other people either. You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I gotta go help Brandon for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to take my packages to the post office. I'll be back in 15 or 20.
All right.
So in 15 or 20 minutes, we got to be out of here. No.
Yeah.
That's when Todd's coming back.
Yep. We'll have an empty show here. Everybody's gone.
Boy, Valerie killed it.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Gotta
Way
go.
to kill the conversation, Valerie.
Yeah, you should say that right at the end and say, "All right, everybody, have a good day. Let's go."
Oh, you guys are funny.
You should have did it Andy Rooney style and closed the show.
Should have, huh? And that would have been great.
Well, it's sad that you have to watch what you say, but whatever.
Yep.
We can find other things to talk about.
Oh yeah, we can keep the conversation going. I'm sure we can do that.
But yeah, if you ever have any eBay questions, please ask. I mean, even if it's questioning what somebody else said, I mean, you just don't have to say their name or their channel.
Yeah. Just don't blast people's names. I mean, that's the main thing, and you know. So, well, I guess on that note,
and no shit stirring, fishing and picking.
That's right. We're calling you out, mister.
You're here so we can say your name. He likes the abuse too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and I don't know if I should. Sally's gone, Todd's gone. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show.
Okay.
On that note, I guess I was kind of a Debbie Downer when I mentioned all that, but now nobody's talking about anything, so everybody's scared.
That's all right. Give it
Apparently, nobody has anything nice to say.
No, what I'm talking about. Oh, man.
Oh, you guys are too much. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody has a great day. Get some listing done. Get some sales, and have a great one.
Bye
Bye now.